Hello, everybody. It's Rebecca with the Santosha Way, and I want to show you, if I can, this view before we get started talking about the Cancer full moon tonight. So hopefully it'll come into focus. I don't know if you can, oh, the sun is setting. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's see if we can get it there. Looks like that's the best we're going to do tonight, but my clients have been getting to watch this view during our sessions because they get to see me all the time. So I sit out here outside of the picture and they get to watch this gorgeous view while they have sessions with me. So if you think that you need to sit and watch this gorgeous view, oh my goodness, go ahead and get your Akashic Records sessions booked. It's a really nice view that you get to look at right now. So anyway, hi, how are y'all doing? Oh, if you don't know me, I am Rebecca with the Santosha Way. I'm at the beach and I'm loving life. Let's talk about the Cancer full moon that is happening Friday, January 6th, 2023. I'm going to have to change my notes. I typed 2022, of course. It's happening January 6th, 2023, 3:07 p.m. for the Pacific time zone, 5:07 p.m. for the Central time zone, and 6:07 p.m. for Eastern time zone. Okay, guys. Cancer is a cardinal water sign, and it's ruled by the moon. So the moon is in its home sign right now. We'll talk more about that in just a minute, but it's represented by the crab. And Cancer is associated with the fourth house of home and family, the mother, or even just parental nurturing figures in your life, your roots, foundations, past, childhood, and ancestors. It's all about the nurturing and self-care and like creating stability. Cancer is, when you look at the astrological wheel, Cancer is down here at the bottom, the foundation, and Capricorn's at the top for the 10th house. So we're in Capricorn season. The sun is opposing the moon right now, fully illuminating it. That's why we have a full moon. This sign in Cancer is known for having a protective shell and soft insides. It's a very sensitive sign, very emotional. It's a water sign, so there's intuition involved. And collectively, this energy is asking us to look at that which we do in our private lives, because it's down here, the foundation, the home, to support our public life and our legacy or our life's work, the 10th house, right? Now, wherever you have Cancer and Capricorn in your chart is where this is going to be highlighted for you, the specific areas. You'll want to be looking at Cancer. Overall, the theme of the Cancer full moon is about the feelings that are rising to the surface right now, releasing those old emotions that are no longer serving your highest path forward as you practice self-care in like whatever way is best for you. This is all about self-care. Now, since Cancer is ruled by the moon and full moons are already extra emotional, where we're wearing our heart on our sleeves, the Cancer full moon is like extra feeling filled. It's extra touchy feely. It's extra emotional. Yeah, it's that. It's extra emotional. This full moon is just going to be all the emotions rising all the way up, whatever those are. This is a time when you can harvest any of the intentions that you set out at either the Capricorn new moon back in December 23rd, 2022, or the Cancer new moon 6 months ago, June 28th, 2022 is when that one was. This is a time when things either are going to come to fruition for you. You're going to start seeing the first fruits of those rewards or full harvest, or you might see a shift in the path. You might see things change because you might be receiving more information at this time. So consider, how have things changed or shifted for you since these cycles began? Now, energies at play right now, we have the moon squaring Chiron. Chiron's our wounded healer. So a square creates a little bit of tension, and there's going to be emotional tension at this time. There just is. The moon is sextiling Uranus. This can, it's a softer transit, so it can just kind of bring up erratic, out of left field um, emotions or feelings. It could be positive, it could be something that triggers you a little bit more. Who knows? It's going to be emotion filled, whatever it is, right? The moon is opposing the sun. That's what creates the full moon. And it's also opposing Mercury in Capricorn right now. And Mercury is retrograde Capricorn. So there's a little bit of extra energy there. And then Mars is retrograde Gemini right now, still as well. Now, the sun and Mercury are going to have a conjunction. It's called a cazimi on January 7th, the day after the full moon. And this is the point during the Mercury retrograde, the halfway point, where we get new information or a little bit of the sun brings awareness, right? So anytime the sun is connecting with something, the sun connecting with the moon for a full moon, we get new awareness. The sun's connecting with Mercury, then we're getting new awareness around whatever's been coming up for you for this Mercury retrograde Capricorn season. You're going to receive some aha moments or some insight or clarity around something. And this is when the energy starts to shift. It's that midpoint of the Mercury retrograde, and it starts to shift a little bit as it heads out the other direction. Back to the full moon, questions you can ask yourself at this full moon is, what nourishment or support do I need at this time? How can I feel at home in my physical, mental, and emotional body, considering that you have multiple bodies going on here, right? There's a physical, emotional, and mental body. And how can you feel at home in those spaces? Also consider your physical home around you, how you can feel at home. Cancer is this very homey and nurturing family energy. It's like the cook. Cancers love to cook usually. It's a very caretaking, mothering, nurturing energy. Other questions you can ask yourself: what emotions am I being asked to honor at this time? What emotions am I being called to release? What emotions am I being guided to feed? Now, I want you to think about that. What emotions am I being guided to feed? What am I talking about? Your thoughts feed your emotions. They cue your emotional responses to go off in your body. So how can you think better thoughts, therefore feeding yourself healthy thoughts, basically? Often we nightmare over our lives instead of daydreaming as we create in real time. Y'all, you are really creating your reality. So how can you shift out of the thoughts that hurt you and that send you into a spiral, downfall, emotional law of attraction nightmare? How can you shift those thoughts into ones that support you on your journey? Taking control of your mental mindset and intentionally directing them towards things that feel better is such a valuable practice in life. I really encourage you to work with that. Figure out how to work with this practice in your life. I've noticed many people right now, including myself, have been needing to regulate our nervous systems at this time. It's due to all the internal agitations or even outright mental chaos that's coming up under the Mars retrograde Gemini and Mercury retrograde Capricorn transits. It's just extra intense. It's part of it. It's part of the energies at play. It's calling everything to rise to the surface so we can clear it away. These are deeper, older things, stories that we need to retell in a new and softer way. We absolutely can rewrite our past and tell it in a gentler way, and it can look as simple as this. I'm gonna give you the words. I had a wild experience, or I had a life experience. It taught me what I absolutely do not want in life, which helped me to identify more clearly what I do want. Bam. It's that simple. Like, I know that's a super generic couple of lines. I had a life experience. It taught me what I absolutely do not want, which helped me to identify more clearly what I do want. It's that simple. It's that simple. Take it down to what it is at the base level. So I know, again, I know it's super generic, super simple, but this is how we actually remove that energetic charge from the past story in order to unhook ourselves from those stories that hold us back from our own successful legacy. This is our legacy work we're creating in Capricorn season. It's what it's all about. Cancer is the foundation, those past foundations that we're building upon, the stories of who we are, how we got here, why we do the things we do, and cleaning that energy up is so important so that we can have a sturdy foundation to build our legacy upon. Now, if you need support, maybe consider an Akashic Records clearing and alignment or a reading. I'm happy to help. Now, listen, guys, this isn't about suppressing your emotions, the ones that you're feeling that are rising up to the surface at this time. It's about taking ownership over them and accepting that you're a sovereign being. You're very powerful in your own right, and accepting yourself as you are. Perfection in motion and how you feel. This is how I feel. And then also intentionally shifting it, cultivating it, nurturing yourself into feelings and emotions that honor your essence, that fuel your passions, and that move you in the direction that you decide you want to go. Understanding that you're writing something new right now. The past is the past, and you don't have to rewrite that or carry it forward. You just don't. How you speak to yourself and over your life, your body, your work, your gifts and talents, your family, past, future, like how you speak over your life, it matters so much. It all matters. Are you speaking life or death, fear or love, nightmaring or daydreaming? What are you doing? You're creating it right now in this moment. So start speaking to your inner child. Be your own mother under Cancer energy. Cancer full moon, take yourself by the hand. You can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your navel or your lower stomach, whatever, anywhere on your stomach, whatever feels best to you. And say, hey, I know you're scared right now, but I believe in us, right? Like, I believe in what we're doing. I believe in what we're creating and where we're going. And you can do this. You gotta tell yourself, you can do this. You can do this. We can do this. You are not alone. You have your inner being, you have this inner wisdom, you have a universal support system, you have all of your life experience that you've ever lived so far throughout lifetimes. And together we can do this, right? Take yourself by the hand, calm your nervous system down, regulate, ground yourself into the earth, and move forward, creating the future path, all right? Releasing those old emotions, letting them go. When the Cancer full moon comes out to play, it highlights how you nurture yourself and others, as well as what nourishment you're thirsty to receive, what you crave, what you're longing for right now in your life. So maybe ask yourself questions around that too. And listen to what your body is telling you right now. That's so important. Your emotional body is speaking a language to you, and it's trying to say something. And a lot of it really has to do with the thoughts that you have on repeat, or the thoughts you have around a particular subject or belief, a limiting belief. Remember, Capricorn is our limitations and restrictions. It's the rules that we make up for ourselves. So, and that box us in, right? It's supposed to create our home, but it boxes us in. So consider that, keep that in mind. What is your heart telling you? What thoughts are you tuned into as well? What self-care foundations do you need to nurture in order to support your life's work and legacy? Those are all some really great questions. Guys, right now I'm gonna have a flash sale through the weekend for Akashic Records sessions, $99. That'll just be on the website. I'll post the link. And then I've got a couple of special offers that I'll only be really posting out on Facebook. So if you want to know what they are, just shoot me a message and I'll respond here. But they are offers to work with me on a long-term basis. It would be 3 to 6 months, and it's a whole special setup. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I will get you that information. This is a great full moon, Cancer. It's a Cancer full moon to make moon water. It's great for doing ritual salt baths, anything with water really, because Cancer is a water sign, all of that stuff. I hope you'll have a wonderful Cancer full moon. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know. And I invite you to join us over in Face by the Moon or any of my other spaces. All right, have a great day.